Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. 'Tis the season for the holiday knife sets at Walmart. Now, if you guys are new to this, I'm getting a huge glare here. I'll hold like this. If you guys are new to this, every year around this time, for at least the past, as far as I know, 4 to 5 years, companies like Kershaw, SOG, Gerber, Buck, Camelus, they all put out their kind of Walmart exclusive gift sets. And for the most part, they're pretty awesome. Last year, the really good find was, in my opinion anyway, the SOG Gambit, the Karambit. Karambit. That was a really good offering. The Kershaw tactical set they came out with last year didn't blow me away, but it was still pretty cool. A couple years before that, they had like a cheesy LED flashlight, like a dollar store flashlight, a cheaper knife, and that was it. But for the most part, they're going to be a 3-piece set like this one. And, you know, every year it's something different. And the products inside, like the knives, will be exclusive to Walmart. There'll be some differences, like it'll be a different scale color, or a different blade design, or a different blade finish. So they're always exclusive to Walmart, and they have Walmart serial numbers. Like this knife right here. This is the 1335 WM for Walmart Promox. And you can see me right there. What's up? But so this Promox is going to be a little bit different than other ones. I've never actually even seen this model, so maybe, you know, behind the times. I've seen this little guy, the Sender. It's pretty cool. But anyway, so if you're new to that, that's what happens. So if you're interested in this or some other kind of knife gift sets, go check them out, or go check out your Walmart, see if they have them yet. So it's still early. They might still have a different one coming out. Last year they had 2 or 3 different Kershaw sets, and I only got one of them because the other one didn't really interest me, but they're pretty cool. And this is one of the best ones that I've seen in a long time, probably since the first set that I had. So this one, you get this pretty cool knife. This is, I guess it's called the Promox. You get this little guy, which is like a little keychain, kind of secondary carry. You have a little blade, little lanyard hole, bottle opener, and a Torx wrench set. First time I've ever seen them come with a Torx bit set. One year they came with a tactical pen, a flashlight, and a knife. That set was pretty cool. The flashlight sucked, but wasn't bad. But the tactical pen was kind of cool. But this is one of the better ones I've seen. Now, to get the price down, and also something about all these sets that they have, like like I said, the SOG, the Camelus, and all that stuff, they're always going to be $20 unless they're on sale, like after Christmas. They're always going to be 20 bucks. So one of these knives alone is $20. Somebody told me that this little tool, I've never seen it before, the TX tool, is about $10 retail online. So that's worth about $10. I think the Sender is worth about $15. I don't know about the knife, but you're talking about at least a $50 value here for 20 bucks. So to get the price point down, the blade steel is going to be a cheaper version of 8CR13 MOV. It's going to be like 3CR14 or something like that. So it's going to be cheaper steel, but you know, it's 20 bucks. So I'm going to open this up, show you guys the knives and the products here, and tell you what I think. So very excited about this one. So I'm going to use, all I have with me today, it's my new Benchmade Sock P dagger. Not the best knife to package open, but it's all I have on me at the moment. Expect a review on this. I've been wanting one of these guys for a really long time now. But let's see, it should be okay at opening this. But super excited about this one. I saw it. Like I said, it's still early. If there's another one that kind of piques my interest, I'll do a video on it as well. Show you guys. Definitely check it out though, if it even looks interesting to you. The other offerings from like SOG this year weren't that interesting to me. The only one that I saw was like a cheap looking lockback knife and a kind of a multi-tool. The multi-tool looked pretty cool. I've never seen it before. Alright. That didn't do too bad actually for a dagger. That's why I wanted the drop point single edge version. Alright. I think it's super light. That. Let's get this little tool. Alright. I'm going to move the camera down. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so this is the main knife that comes with the set. This is the, what was it called again? The Promox. Like I said, this is the Walmart exclusive version, so the other one that's available on the market isn't going to look quite like this. Oh, cool! It's got a deep carry pocket clip. I like it right off the bat with the stone-washed blade. Very cool. I really like the deep carry clip. That's a very nice touch. G10 scales. Very cool. The edge looks pretty nice. I don't know if that's you can see, I don't know if that's a little edge damage right. Hard to tell, like right in here, but I don't know, it actually feels pretty sharp. It's going to be an assisted opening knife. The ergos are pretty good. No jimping, but that's alright. Hollow ground. You can see the light shining off of it. So it's a hollow ground blade. The blade steel, it does not say. I think it says on the back. Yeah, it gives you details on the back. Here, I'm just going to read it off camera. So this is 3.5 inches long, the blade. The steel is 3CR13. It just says 3CR13. So typically this knife, I believe if you were to buy this same knife on like Blade HQ, it's going to be made of 8CR13 MOV, which is a good steel. 3CR13 isn't great at all. It has horrible edge retention. But keep in mind the price point here. 20 bucks for 3 items here. So $20 for these 2 knives is a really good deal. So you're getting these knives plus a, from what I understand, like I've never owned this tool before, but a couple of guys that have seen my posts on Instagram said this is a pretty nice quality tool. So I don't even care if it's not that good a quality. You know, I'm always needing these, and the only ones that you can get are like, you know, 10 bucks. So to get in a set with 2 other knives, it's pretty good. It'd be a nice backup. All right, so let's see the action. Yeah, it's like assisted. Ooh, off-centered. That could be fixed. It's a nice jimping. Looks like a nice, cool. Operates pretty nicely. A lot of times these flippers, for some reason, they don't flip well. Even the assisted ones, they're very uncomfortable or just really hard. Like the action is weird. But that's a really smooth action. This is one of the better assisted knives in one of these gift sets that I've had. Very impressed with that. That's nice. Is that ergos are good. How's the lockup? Lockup is front, back, side to side, rock solid. Cool. I think last year, yeah, was it last year? It was either last year or the year before last. One of the sets came with 2 black washed knives, and they were both de-assisted. And they were a de-assisted version of an already existing assisted opening Kershaw knife. So like I said, they're exclusive to Walmart in these gift sets. And they were just terrible. The detent was just awful. They were not worth buying. But this, so far, you have a flow-through construction. The deep carry clip in itself, I mean, that's really cool to me. Looks like a ZT clip, like the one that came on the 0560. It may be a recycled 0560 clip. But you have tip-up carry, which is what I prefer. Left, right hand. Very nice. Just a very slim knife. Good design. Flips well. Kind of reminds me of the Skyline almost. Good ergos. Rock solid lockup. I don't have anything out here with me to test how sharp it is, but obviously that's going to vary on model to model. You're going to get some quality control issues, you know, when you get to this price point. But very impressed with this knife. You know, mine that I got. I would definitely carry this. This is very nice. It doesn't have a lanyard hole, but if you wanted, you could kind of wrap a lanyard around that back standoff. Very light too. Very lightweight knife for being 3.5 inches, just because of the, I guess the scales and how thin the handle is. You see in my hand. I recommend this. This is a pretty good EDC knife. I don't know if I'd spend $20 on just this knife alone, but in this set, getting what you're getting, it's worth it just for this knife, I think. So that's pretty cool. All right, I really like that. I'm actually very impressed with that. All right, let's take a look at this little guy. This is something that I was really interested in. I was actually the most interested in this than I was any of the other items in this set. I think this is called the Sender. Sender with a C. This is a little keychain last ditch knife. And this one has actually interested me, but like I said, this is about, I want to say 12 to 15 bucks online. Man, I don't know. It's just hard to justify because I'm like, I don't need to spend that. The edge, man, the edge is nice. They did a really good job on that edge. It feels really sharp. Very aggressive looking G10 scales. I'm assuming this is G10. Sometimes they'll get cheap and they'll make it look like G10 when it's really FRN. Okay, my bad. This just says glass filled nylon, which G10 is a fiberglass nylon, but FRN is a cheaper version of G10. It has less fiberglass and more nylon. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. It's more like an FRN on that scale. So if you guys are familiar with like the Spyderco Delicas, it's going to feel more like that and less like the G10, like if you're familiar with the Skyline or Spyderco Tenacious. But anyway, again, price point, it doesn't really matter that much to me. A really cool little knife. You see how tiny this thing is. We have a nice choil right there, a thumb ramp to get your thumb on there, so you can really get into this knife and do some, you know, some real fine cutting work. A reversible thumb stud, which is something you don't see a whole lot of anymore. Oh, it's a Henderer design. I didn't know that. Very cool. Like I said, I really like the pattern on the scales. Flow through construction. You have some jimping there. You can't really feel it, but you know it's there. I really like this though. You have the big lanyard loop. Kind of wish that was almost sharpened so you could use it as a screwdriver. That would have been cool. And it looks like you have a bottle opener too. All right, lock up. Absolutely rock solid. Let's see the action though. It is a liner lock. Wow, that's really smooth. Centering is off. Again, can always be fixed. Very cool how easy it is. Oh, very easy to open and use. Cool. Usually with knives like this, you're not too sure yet. It may have a, it's a little multi-tool keychain thing and has a blade, but you can't really access it. That's really cool. Reminds me of like the some of the Boker keychain knives that are done really well. I'm really impressed with this. This is really cool. I like this a lot. The bottle opener looks like it works well. And I just happened to have an EDC beer out here with me to test it. Sam Adams Winter Lager. Which is the season after all. Let's back this up, see how the bottle opener works. I'm just going to do it like this. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect little keychain bottle opening knife. It's a good beer if you guys like lagers. Very cool. I am really impressed with these two knives. Kershaw, like when I first saw this, I posted it on Instagram when I was at Walmart last night. And I waited all that time to do this video. I want you guys to know it was really hard for me to wait. But I wanted to do a genuine first impressions video like I do every year. But when I saw this, I was immediately impressed. Like I figured this knife probably wouldn't be that good. I figured I'd probably like this knife. And like I said, the thought of having a backup Torx driver, which I'm always needing more, because the Torx bits will either strip or you lose some or what. And I need some for certain other kits. So the thought of having another one intrigued me. I thought that these two alone were worth 20 bucks. And then to have this, I figured this would probably, maybe go in the glove box in my car or something as a backup. But both of these knives are very nice. I'm really impressed. Kershaw has really outdone themselves with this set. So I like the stonewash blade too. I'm not into the black wash, to be honest. So I'm glad they went with stonewash. Alright, so let's look at the last piece of gear that comes with this set. This is this Torx bit. It's a nice gray and silver finish. Has a pocket clip, or just a clip in general. I don't know if anybody's going to carry that in their pocket. The cap unscrews. Oh, it has an O-ring. Keeps it waterproof. That's kind of cool. You don't see those that often. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. So it comes with a flathead, a Phillips head. Hold on, I'm going to have to read this off camera so you can see. A T6, a T10, and a T8 Torx bit. So those are the three sizes that you use the most with knives. Typically it's going to be a T6 and a T10. Sometimes it's a T8, but yeah, you have those three options. They look pretty nice. It's hard to tell when you're just looking at them. When you're actually using them though is when you can tell how soft the material is. But they look pretty good quality. So they're going to fit in there with a magnet. Fits in there nice. There's no play. A lot of times when you get these, there's a ton of wiggle room in there. Very nice. I'm actually going to use it right now to loosen up the tension on this a little bit. It doesn't have a, I mean the, oh, and by the way, the detent on this is perfect. Perfect amount of detent. So I'm just going to loosen up that pivot right there. Let's test this out. So it's going to be, feels like it's going to be, no, it feels like it's going to be this, the T6. So I'm just going to loosen this up a little bit. They got some Loctite in there. Helped a little bit. Well, let's test it, see if it, well, it didn't affect the centering any. Or the, didn't make it have any play. Maybe this one needs to be loosened a little bit. And maybe one of those, it's a double-sided Torx, but I'm not sure. Sometimes they make, in these double-sided, it looks like you can turn both sides, but one side is actually a head with a post that goes straight through, so it's deceiving. It doesn't actually turn. But anyway, I just want to test that out. It feels like it's really good quality, so I'm really impressed with that. And again, to get this in a set with 2 other knives for 20 bucks, I mean, that's just outstanding. So I'm a huge fan of these sets, but some years are better than others. Like I said, to be honest, last year Kershaw's set was kind of like a, here you go. You know, we're kind of behind a little bit, so you know, here's your knife. And it came with, if I'm not mistaken, it came with like a weird Kershaw K tool, which is okay. And it came with a camp knife and a flashlight or something, or I don't know. Oh, it came with a spork tool or something like that. It was okay. It wasn't as good as this. I thought that this was one of the better sets available in the past couple of years. So, highly recommend it. If it even somewhat interests you, I recommend it because the quality of the knives are really good and the quality of the tool I think is outstanding. For, you know, for like I said, for 20 bucks. They're not going to be as good as the non-Walmart versions of these knives, but you know, again, think of the price point, 20 bucks. And also, the thing I love about these is great for a gift. Get the, you know, if you have a dad or a brother or, you know, brother-in-law, uncle, whatever, or, you know, your daughter, sister, you know, doesn't have to just be a guy that's into these things. But, you know, anybody that's into these, it's a great Christmas gift because you're getting, you know, good quality items. They're probably not gonna know you spent 20 bucks on it. So, but yeah, very cool, functional. I highly recommend these. I'm really excited about this. I may go out and get another one just to have it. I don't know. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614. Peace!